We are back after a quick continued rant in regard to certain things and stressors. Yeah, just be aware if you are wanting to do content creation, if you're wanting to deal with certain things, like, and by the time this comes out, this will be most likely, hopefully, resolved. But no, I'm very black and white, and I don't think that's necessarily a hot take. If you want to claim stuff, and I'm perfectly fine with copyright, but I'm against fraudulent copyright or using it to harass people. That is where I draw the line, and you do need to provide some paperwork at that point. Amidst these ruins, we will find the church, the first light, and within their hallowed hall, the tablet we seek. Since time is of the essence, let us be quick. I'd like Lakeland's prosperity. These sites serve not as man's final fashion, but as a testament to the ingenuity of the architectural prowess. Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, including majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Last flood with inexorable tides would drown nigh every one, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. Creatures which then did rise from the fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent over to devour sin and sinner both. In the name of Sin Eater, people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet there was a light. Yet where there was light, hath ever been a shade, and 'twas the dark at the very solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood, but then it was a tale for another time. Now let's begin what remaineth of the chapel here. Copyright can be blamed. Exactly. No, and that's the thing, is I will never let Metallica live that down. The entire modern copyright on YouTube, the entire modern copyright for music is Metallica. And that, don't get me wrong, right? Like, if you use a song of Ozzy's without Sharon's consent or blessing, right? Okay, there is something to be said about being a public figure, being a artist, and using something without permission. Absolutely, there is something to be said about that. And I have immense respect for the Osbournes. It's when Metallica sues a Canadian brand over a chord progression, and suddenly we have people claiming content lazily, right? If it's 0 seconds to 30 seconds is music, and 30 seconds to a minute is me talking, no music, and you claim 0 seconds to 45 seconds, you should immediately get slapped down. You have one chance to do that, in my opinion. You have one chance to make that claim, and if it's done, you should be guilty of liability at that point. But that's obviously, well, human errors happen. Something I haven't been afforded, like, at any point during my life. And that's why I'm biased that way, is I've always been told people make mistakes and allow others to make mistakes, but I always have to be the bigger person if you're wanting my whole view on why I do certain things, because I've never really been given that authority. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, and that's the thing, is that because it did set legal precedent, so unless another lawsuit happens, it's not going to change. Do the church we seek. Spicy. Surprisingly intact. Little doth the church site seem to have always borne these scars and decades of disuse. Subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from ravages of time, if the reason for the remarked preservation may be deducted from its decoration. Faith of the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark, and followers did want for places of worship to be plain. The standards which adorn these walls belong not only to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the night's blessed. Who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes. Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Often, many times, did Jewel Moor make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The exarch no fool that your stole inner seclusion doth labor to learn all she may of the blessed in their past, which is why she sent us here. Well, he sent us here now, I see. Tablet of which we spoke, no doubt, promised a glimpse in the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well, then we'd better hurry and find it. Well, so it's the copyright gets... I'm not opposed to someone... If you make a product, right? If you make something, right? And you're like, well, I don't necessarily want people using it without my authority, right? So say if you make a song, right? And Warner Music comes along and it's like, oh, well, that's our song, right? You should have the ability to be like, actually, I don't want that, right? You should have protections, should you not? But we start getting to weird issues when, oh, we're going to trademark X, a letter. You're going to trademark X, which is a letter. Ever in my face, if only touched for a touch closer. Like, I'm not opposed to that. It's when it becomes... It's when it becomes something else that it isn't. Fragment of Holy Scripture would most surely be here on this altar, yet this would, I assume, where the blessed place forth the seeing used in the practice of their faith. Whether then they would have set it on the tablet. I don't know what tablet even looks like. Poor Thancred. Anti-slap laws, exactly. Well, so that's the thing, is when you do a copyright, and this is the problem with YouTube and why I think that, you know, they should probably potentially be held criminally liable for aiding and abetting fraudulent claims, is that when you do a fraudulent claim, you are under penalty of perjury, citing that all information is accurate and correct, right? I cannot claim a Markiplier video, right, and say, oh, I own this, right? Legally, I can't, right? That's not how that works. Nor should anyone be able to unless it's Markiplier or someone with actual rights to that content. You see where I'm going with this, right? So at that point, is YouTube not knowingly aiding and abetting in that system? Are they not knowingly aiding and abetting in this? That's a problem. But I mean, it's not going to change. Like, we've seen YouTube kids that don't really care. And thus we still have issues, which thus it just discourages content, right? Why would you spend 80 hours a week over the course of 4 weeks to put out an absolute banger, like Badger level banger, and just it gets caught, everything is it's copyrighted because someone's like, nah, we actually own this, even if they own it or not, right? Oh, well, if you want to protect it, you need to buy our license, right? Where the hell am I looking for this thing? That it doesn't lead to a conducive onboarding process. It doesn't. Maybe on the wall, right? Hitbox on this might be a little strange. Isn't YouTube by extension Google's basically an international? Yeah, and that being said, that's why Japanese music gets copyrighted. Like, and there's no fair use in Japan, from my understanding, and that's fine. Like, international, yes, it gets a little strange. Are assumed true when filed in most cases. This is fair, which is why at this point I'm literally trying to find this tablet. I'm sorry. I'm so over dealing with some of this. And then you reach out and you're like, fine, I'll pay you more money to ensure protections. And they don't want to deal with you. They think you're just, you know, full of it. What do you have to say? Set the tablet. What the hell? My voice says their IP. Like, that should, and that's the thing, that if they claim that, as far as I'm aware, couldn't you legally, if you had the funds and the resources, sue them back? Couldn't you file legal action back against them? Because if they don't own it, right? Shouldn't they be? Doesn't that make them liable? As far as I'm aware, I'm also not a lawyer, and this is why you pay lawyers for things like this. Where the hell is it? Trying to look for anything that's like different, but nothing's lighting up hitbox wise. Not in the column. Under the table. Oh, it's there. Thank you. Yeah, after a certain while, I do appreciate that. Weird. It's not false advertisement. No, they can just deny you the service, and then they still have full rights to do that. It's just scummy, in my opinion. Right? Like, if I said, hey, you could pay me $1 a month to use any of my clips as your own videos, right? And then, like, I'd say, no, I'm not offering you service. And then you use a clip saying, well, that's BS. And then you upload it as like Cook, see how they upload VTuber clips, right? And then I copyright them. You see how that's scummy, right? So when somebody reaches out saying, I want these, I want to do this, I want to work with you, and you repeatedly ignore them for 40 to 60 days, you repeatedly just lie, right? Once again, factually caught the company in lying. We don't have any of your personal identifying information. BS, I have to sign every counterclaim with my legal name. I know you have information. Oh, here's all the information we have. That's what I thought. That's where I start running into issues. Do not lie to me. And the altar thou sayest. But no, I do appreciate that. No, I wasn't. I thought I was looking for kind of like a stone tablet like in Resident Evil 4 remake. The slabs. Not escape the eye, it would seem. Do the tablet we seek. Curious, the engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I'm not mistaken, they are rid of the script of an ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. Ronka, my beloved. It'll be no small matter to decipher them. Fine gift for a seeker of truth. 'Tis plain that the Exarch understandeth the stroll only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. Every depart, there is a custom in the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. One might expect they deem light too abhorrent, everything it touches befouled. Thus do take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. Speak plain is belief that all blessed, that one's own name must ne'er be uttered to the light of everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters and disciples. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Oh my God, yes. We offend them, bid you speak not her true name in the blessed's present. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keeps the vigil at the Great Woods border. Well, so it's not even an issue if they're stupid or not. It comes down to, hey, we don't have to really care, which is incredibly fair. If the system is set up that, well, we can make potentially fraudulent, inaccurate, what's the other word? Trivial, right? After a certain point, like if you, like for example, if you send credit bureaus, hey, I need to remove this from my credit score, right? And you send too much of them, they can declare it trivial. They can say no, like this is trivial. You are sending too many of these, right? So if there's no penalty for that, what's the incentive for them to change? And that is why it would take someone of a creative renown to finally do something, to initiate a lawsuit and to win a lawsuit, to set future precedent, to put companies aren't businesses and companies are not people. They like to think that, oh yes, no, look, we have a CEO. We have the companies and businesses are not people. And they have to be, funny R word, regulated, because they will choose not to. They will continue to think about it this way, right? Why don't we see any like SpongeBob TVs anymore? Like, you know, the little box TV VCR monitor and stuff. Oh, well, it became too expensive. And oh, well, packaging is too expensive. And oh, well, giving a VCR in this is too expensive. So we'll get rid of that. And oh, making it this material. And you see how after a certain period of time, you're just getting a factually, objectively inferior product. So that's why you need marketing regulations and regulations in regards to that to force them to do something in a certain way. And then it gets into overregulation, but that's for people to discuss. Business brings you here. Yes, of course, right this way. Are an issue. They know they won't want one, but the suit will drain the target resources. Right, it's not an equal system.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow.
New luck, how goes hard.
And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
Ronka, my beloved. I want the great serpent of Ronka. It's Scree.
We have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
He just walks right through them.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule.
Amazing.
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
That's the one.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
Dad cred.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
No, I've not seen the video. I mean, well, that's so. If corporations and businesses identify as people, tax-wise or whatever, I mean, then you treat them like people. Then it's just like, okay, that's fine. Why'd you make this mistake? Do better. Oh, but well, you see, we're an organization. It takes time. No, you're a person. Do better. Just choose to do better, right? There's a double standard there. Ascian counterpart managed to follow us wherever we lead, where otherwise he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Lightwarden remaineth, the Sin Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. Not as done, it's a matter of time before the blessed to come. 2 years passed, a swarm of Sin Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests so in doing. Some few did survive, they know how to go on. Wayward scouts and want of guiding hand for mercy still hath provided what they sorely needed. Since endeavoreth to restore their home, they shall we bend our steps to Fort Gone. Work himself, not for one, looking at the other Ascians did. Right, at least he's like, hey, I'm here. He is in fact there. Yeah, you have to pick and choose. Do you identify as a business or do you identify as a person? Which, as some people would say, I'm not even a person because I'm neurodivergent. I don't function like other people. I don't function neurotypically, if you will. And that's why I have a lot of my tomato. So there is rhetoric and like, oh, well, you're different. Yeah, grats. Thanks for noticing that not everyone acts the same. I guess, thanks. Oh, the Velociraptor! Ha! Avoided the encounter. That's the person. See, I'd like to think that, Jace, but other people have told me not.
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction.
Yeah.
Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Exactly, Rev. We're really showcasing it with just tomato.
Now, surround them!
My God. It's a ruse. To trap anyone that comes in their territory.
These Sin-Eaters, they're not like the others.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
What?
It's a Sin-Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
I mean, that is one way to go about that. Hoopo?
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
That's the one. Dad cred. Well, why is he here?
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so, I retire to the shade.
That's the one.
Good luck.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Amazing. Oh, new outfit. There she is.
Enough. Runard, report.
Kupo is love. Kupo is life.
Master Matoya.
Goth outfit.
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not?
A little
It
bit.
hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether.
Or it's doing something to us.
Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not.
Yeah, so it is changing our ether. The fact that she can't recognize
there is
us.
but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Y'shtola, you hurt me.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Lightwardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
It cannot be.
I'm taking this for meme purposes. That's perfect. Yeah, thank you. I'm having a good night, Undead Sloth.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
Okay, but where's the snake? This meme, I love it. Busy since arriving in the first together, but to hear the tale of your travels is far more suitable surroundings. We're going to be rebuilt. The Knights Blessed have made home in a settlement to the northeast. I will wait you at the entrance. Follow the path, yonder gate. Find me soon enough. Oh, this is the place that was blown up in the Shadowbringers trailer. That's kind of cool. Oh boy, big bug in the funny Lahi forest. What'd he do? He trampled all the local vegetation. Yeah, have a good one. Especially if it's getting late for a lot of people, I know. I got a couple more. Oh, I got one more I can do, honestly. I thought today was going to go a lot differently, honestly. There, I was beginning to worry, much like the 12, so this forest is a way of dealing with those who stray too far from the beaten path. Just let me show you some of the Knights Blessed. Just burn down entire Lahi Forest, right?
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
I like it. I like the area so far. It's an interesting area. Like, there's a lot to unpack with this. And also, would they be susceptible to the Ascians or not?
I see. And now you seek the Lightwarden of Raktika.
Yes, I must destroy.
In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya, or rather could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded.
Oh no.
Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire.
Banui?
Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
Could be.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me.
That's the one.
Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
Yeah.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
Yeah, have a good T-Sec.
I must say, Stola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
Challenge accepted.
But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
Oof, the sass. Yes, Shadowbringers.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, mom and dad are fighting.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Oh, he wants. She did go straight for the jugular, which was vicious.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life.
Fact. The big apples actually on the table.
But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
You're really thank you for the follow. Dad cred absolutely just took that on the chin. Like, wow, actual emotional damage. I'm not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He's ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that's why I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can imagine how Alice and Alpha have changed since arriving here in the first. We didn't tell her about Solus, conveniently. You're right. And after my untoward remarks with Thancred, no doubt he thinks I changed for the worst, which I'll have to speak about him later. Turning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you take a look about Slitherbow. Anything you need, first speak with Renar at the plaza. Probably tuned to that etherite. Welcome. My apologies for less than hospitable greeting earlier. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail? From the Custodium, I see in this tablet you brought may help us find the Lightwarden here in Raktika. Well, you are welcome to stay with us as long as you need. Come, let me show you around. Would you be alright if I joined you? Of course, anything for guests of dear Master Matoya. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? Not her, we all not perish. If not for her, we all may have perished in the Great Fire. Her priest slams in our home in ruins. We are at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. She who drove them back with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community, a great oak within whose shadows may have come to find solace. Not to say that we were not those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is the smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again, now that she is with us, and I have no doubt the others feel the same. She is part of the Knights Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for all she does in service of the dark. We got fun again, exactly. Did not hear this from me, yes. Now, you should know that there are certain customs we ask guests to adhere to so long as they reside within Slitherbow. Show reverence to the dark. In a word, yes, but fear not, it is not too involved. Sing with something simple, follow me. Okay, let me make sure I hit both of these actually first. See how far we can get. Tuning. Okay, it's up there. I do like the aesthetic here. The door goes kind of, the whole door entrance goes kind of hard. I'm actually really kind of loving the like minimalistic aesthetic. The near people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Raktika. We use the water sword here to cleanse ourselves of the lights and purity. Simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but it's our most important. Would you two kneel for just a moment, rid you of the lights and purity? It's gonna sizzle on contact, isn't it? I don't know, there's a couple ways you can go. Sizzle on contact, have an effect, or it does nothing. Depends if it's blessed or not. Probably just a custom. With water, your skin begins to tingle. Interesting. What's in that water? That you have been cleansed of the light's blade to touch. How do you feel? Also, sure to be honest, not refreshing that, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? Only blessed by our trees. They're practicing the arcane arts, and as such, it is said that their prayers imbue the water with a faint dark energy. Looking sensation, no one has ever spoken of such a reaction before. Today was an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange. Heresy? Dark aspects of the law should have no discernible effect unless... Story was right, you are Sin Eater. Oh my god. I jest, but you felt was likely no more than a chill of the water. Now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourselves with the people of Slitherbow. Let's teach you a customary greeting. Alien Tuta, in the language of Ronka, is one of several ways one might say good evening. The world is not safe as it once was, and the greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Handshake or gesture we should know too. Would hate to offend anybody. Need not worry. Merely speak the words Alien Tuta, and they will know you as friends of the blessed. We'll await your return here. Now go. They're likely to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Allen. Okay, so I have to be in Say again. Well, hopefully I have a little more rest this time around, so we're gonna see how well this goes. Miles warmly. Moogle. Wait a minute. They have a little blue palm. Kinda cool. Once you see him, welcome to Slitherbow. Most curious, we seem strangely reserved. We are quiet and taciturn people. Silent and serene as the sunless sea. Quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the woods. Yeah, because we're getting acquainted with this new area, so that's the general thing. It's just like, hey, new area, a new custom you should be, like, aware of. For some time, yes. Where these woods, you'll find poison near everything you see, but fear not, our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Asking it is yours. What an interesting area. I wonder if Ronka's side content or if that's part of the main quest. It's probably part of the main quest. Like, we're just getting into the area. I know it's going to take us a minute to actually get anywhere story-wise. It's going to take a minute. So kind and gracious. Nervous at first, already starting to feel at home. There's so much learned about the Knights Blessed. Faith and strength is nothing short of inspiring. A thriving community. Yeah, have a good one. Have a good Dragonfish. Aaron, very good. No doubt we're glad of your company. It's been too long since we've had visitors. If you have any questions or anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As a master, we cannot ask for payments, but you would be willing to lend me a hand. Yes, I will do chores. Fortunate indeed to play with such generous souls. Task I have in mind is simple enough. I'll ask that you take a jug of water, to the crops and swear. One of you can do all the filling, the other can do the watering. Speak with Ursabel when you have finished. You'll be relieved to hear that the crops have been tended to. Take care of that. I will see their rooms and warm meal. Right then, I'll fill you the water. Find which is small enough to lip, and I'm afraid there's a crack at the bottom. You need to hurry to the garden before the water leaks out. Before the contents leak out, you'll have 45 seconds to complete the task. If you return to me until you try again. Easy. Oh, you can't even run in this activity. Rip. Fetch another jug and take care of the rest. Okay, that's not awful. Like, don't stop. There was sacred water. No! I'm actually rather enjoying this. Like, it's such a relaxing vibe. Refill the jug for you. 30 seconds. Okay, yeah. Because clearly at this point, you know what you're doing. Go ahead, do it. Makes sense. Dude actually just shook his head at me. I wish there was like an on-screen timer, but I mean, you don't really need it. Whole plot's been thoroughly watered. Oh, you know, going well. How would you, Ryan? Well, my travelers, I observed that you earlier speaking with the others. Have you in need of something? Water the crops. My apologies for not noticing sooner. I've been rather distracted of late. Crops always been Tadi's duty, but she's no longer with us. Since taking care of sharing the duty, though never with guests, you are most kind. Anything else we can do to help? We could plant something if you'd like. There's no need. The plot is small. This is true, but it provides us enough to survive. We ask for no more. Again with like the equivalence narrative here, like with the Fae. I don't know how you manage. Blessed is not considered leaving. Life would surely be better almost anywhere else. I understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Do you know our history, how our faith came to be? Helldiver, it's a very good game so far from everything I'm hearing. Yes, I believe so. The Knights Blessed were initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. And as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community, only decided to strike out on its own to make Raktika Greatwood. You have read your history, but there is history that's told and one that is lived. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything, their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say what became of their souls of those who lost the blood when their bodies were reborn as sin eaters. People were without answers, without hope, their gods having drowned along with everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. Then they realized this is where the light, there must also be darkness. In that truth, they found new faith, believed that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies with the sunless sea above. Where we pray safe passage of wayward souls onto the blessed black of bliss. For the return to the night, we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. That was very bright. Many of these woods, for the self-same reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity in the shade of these trees and a constant reminder of our faith. So many seeking paradise in Umors, rushing to find people who value a humbler existence. Kind to say, so many consider our ways of life foolish, so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight and go on living. Not to hold fast to material things, but to hold on to those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. We do for them, our children, generations yet unborn. Legacy alive. Interesting. Minfilia backstory. There we go. Oh, like the one of the only quests where you actually start outside of the outside of that range. Done tending to the crops already? Very good. It should not be long before the room is ready. What is up, my dude? What news do you have for us? In the woods, Cindy's, I fear they might have the touch. Where? Grove of the Southwest for mercy. I've yet to wander any closer to Slizabao. You can tell I'm getting a little tired. No need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on. That's the problem somebody already has. What of Tadia's Heartstone? Must be retrieved before the service. All the times for Cindy to appear. Gonna leave them alone. Normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beast down, but if they indeed have the touch, I will not risk corrupting one of our own. You said about a stone. A few days past, Tadia, a child of Knights Blessed, was slain by Sin Eaters. Succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste, we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. All of the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It's the most valuable possession one can own. Custom to present the heartstone of the deceased at the funeral as an offering to the heavens, but now, I mean, I'll just go gank them. We got this. What if I could find it for you? I have experience fighting Sin Eaters and the Lights. Corruption does not touch me like it does others. So I called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia defended from the Oracle? So I dare not ask you to risk your life for the Blessed. I don't know how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that your people are in need, and I can help. Let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. And if you're out about Thancred, what if he returns before I do? Thancred doesn't need to know as an option. I love it. Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. Go swiftly, may the shadows keep you both. There we go. It doesn't surprise me that there is a... Oh, excuse me. Getting tired. It doesn't surprise me that there's an island that communicates via whistles. That's actually, like, seems super legit. Is that a big spider? I don't know what that is. Well, I mean, I'm making progress. I'm almost like 78 Reaper. That's wild. At 80, I might honestly just swap over to Dark Knight. Finish off Dark Knight. Like, I mean, I'm already making progress. I mean, Dark Knight's effectively more of a blue DPS anyways. We'll see. We'll see where I end up. The funny song. And then turn them into a gun for me. Exactly. Yes. Very Destiny-like. There, the Sin Eaters. Yeah, it's one of the big ones. Oh, no, there's 2 of them now. Now there are 2 of them. This is getting out of hand. And Yulmor's involvement in this is going to be wild. Hoping there'll only be 1. That way we can search the stone without dealing with them first. Alright, let's go. Shouldn't we make a plan first, though? There are only 2. For now, there are only 2. One of them away, you can deal with the other. That's a beetle. That's what that is. So you have 2 tails, exactly. I'll take a 3% party boost. It's kind of hot. Cool. All right, where am I going? That way. Wow, you really... I feel you really just, like, sent her all the way down here. Really led her away. That's so strange. Wow, she actually dealt with it, too. What a champ. Forgotten Man, thank you for the follow. There you are. Done. I fear I was a bit careless, but I'll do it next time, I promise. She's not doing too well. Fine, you needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find the Heartstone. They said they were made of jade, right? Let's search over here in the bush. Maybe? Or like wander between their aggro ranges. No, there's a couple. It's just a pile of leaves. Okay, so that's 2 down. Those have respawned. At least it gives you a confined area to search, unlike other games. Where it's just like, yeah, go find it and find it offhand. Can't be behind you, right? No, it's not. I'm having to work harder to find the stupid things. It's great. Maybe? Chest to see what happens. I mean, I'll just be really slow to respond. That's about it. Brilliant gem. There we go. The Great Deceiver, quite the fun, funny quest chain. Probably the best one in the zone of my... I'm gonna have to go through so many of those. I'm trying to blitz as much as MSQ as possible for Dawn Trail, and then have to go back and do some of these. Like, well, I gotta do a bunch of the Beast Tribe stuff. Because I need to get the Beast Tribe cutscene. I have to unlock all of them. Did you have any luck? Take that. Beautiful, this has to be it. You know, Thancred always said you were a person of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. Much to learn from it. Excuse me. I have much to learn if I'm able to be able to have the hero you are. Here she was. Oh, I'm sorry. I forget to say anything. Hurry back to the Slitherbow. Runar and the others are probably word. Klomker, if you will. Okay. Thank goodness you're safe. I'd begun to fear the worst. Serpent Araka, yes, no, I need to do it. I've seen cutscenes and seen the Serpent of Ronka. I need to get it. So if it's side content, I mean, I'm going to blitz that 100%. Dark, you found it. We can proceed with the service as planned. Blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits into the sunless sea in the hereafter. Should be filled by sin eaters so long as these gems are recovered. Our souls will be ensured peace in the dark. Beast tribe in this area. I'm going to do it. I want to do the Great Serpent of Ronka. It's great. It's scree. Be able to express my gratitude for its kindness you have done with the blessed. Since you and your friends head to your service as honored guests, there is still so much we have to prepare, but please go and inform the others. Will be held in the darker. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. What about the mount vendor? The mount vendor's in this area, or is it Endwalker? The one that gives the gold one? The gold Serpent Ronka pot mount? Not so much to the Knights Blessed when you were away. Help them recover lost heirloom into the woods. I knew it wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. Sin Eaters, and as long as they come, as long as you come to you, but do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. How did you? Let's say a little bird told me, and it's telling me now that Kip is business with us. That's the one. Something the matter? Asked us to attend the service. Of course we'll go. Being held in the dark area, we'll take care not to be late, I promise. Yeah, that's gonna be one of the like I'm grinding the Kojin right now because I'm furthest in that quest line. I'm furthest in the reputation, but I'll probably unlock this as soon as I'm finished with this area. Yes. Hands you a candle. She then points to a nearby corner where you might place it. Yes, must place candle. Oh, remember to do your book if you haven't this week. Chloe reset. Land tribe. Ugh, I don't have a crafter high enough. Nice and quiet. I would actually vibe with this. Very relaxing.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin.
So it's not all Sin Eaters, just very specific ones that have this quote-unquote touch. It's the ones that have the passive buff. So it's not all, like, your average ones would not convert you, it seems. Yeah, have a good one, T-Slay. Or, sorry, Kenai. Sorry. Reading. Have a good one. It's good to see you.
I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace.
normal person, it
darkness
seems.
will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore.
So the big ones are just the bigger threats then, because they can do probably just more damage.
May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
It's probably filled with those. No?
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
Be able to change someone to sinners. All sinners have the power to corrupt specific ways, but not all are instant. Hallmark, for example. Assassinator. Yeah. Right, so it's just the potency of their...
Call upon you now,
Got it.
bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul onto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the caretaker being transformed immediately was because of the strength of the said Sin Eater. This makes sense. Okay, so everything has that passive damage type, so to speak.
I am told you assisted in the preparations.
Just how
for the
many
service.
stacks?
On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing.
This is true. He has a lot of wisdom, actually.
Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will?
And you can see her conviction. He's just there to protect Infilia, but she has the final say.
Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Orionje and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
Thancred is just he's having an entire, like, character arc right now. It's kind of wild. Alright, let's go. Wrong way. There we go. They like the serpent-like patterns on the door. They're kind of cool. You're here thanks to the Exarch's gift. Our next course of action is now clear. Yes, tell me the things. First, explain the origins of this tablet. initially believed I might detail the history of the Church of the First Light, which buys dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire and was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. It was a time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations. With each passing day, yielded more and more territory to their enemies, and in desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This is one such petition. I think this ancient petition would somehow help us get into the area. Yes, indeed we do. Yes, on this tab is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkan Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruins protectors to grant a safe passage. The problem, however, is I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkan text and translations into a more modern dialect, which came to us after the fall of the Empire. I'm confident it will suit our purposes. We find this monument here in Scythia, quite close to Slitherbow, in fact. Good news ends there, however, for it is in possession of a rather radical faction of dark worshippers, the children of the everlasting dark. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intention of taking long and absolutely necessary, but I will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text I need. Sure that I will have enough, I'm afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me. Or you even ask, the answer is no. If we want to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. Alright, I'll stay here till you return. Won't be long. If anything should happen, keep her safe. Let us convene outside to the west of Slitherbow where the path diverges. Electric Boogaloo changed to electric. Some people would say that. Okay. Head on over here. I haven't seen Solus in a hot minute, which is fun. Yeah, I'm just seeking north, would be foolish to simply rush in. Guard has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Perhaps he has ought to share of the recent activity. Must tread carefully. There's a chance we may encounter them along the way. Stay close, sailor. Avoid a confrontation if possible. Gross in dealing with death to others, doing so they claim the victims of sin and usher them into the sunless sea. I would rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. Big tree. Demon Filius, exactly. That's just a cool. That's just a djinn. I was like, what is that? Nah, that's exactly what I read. I'll take that now, so I don't have to deal with that later. Encounter. Why is there a... Oh, it's like, why is there a dragon? Okay, it's someone else. I thought that was part of the encounter for a second. The intro kid's getting me. It's great. By the Blessed Dark. Good to see her unharmed. Would have arrived sooner, but we had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. Oh, excuse me. You're an acquaintance of Master Matoya, then my apologies. Children have been acting strange of late, so I thought I'd take a closer look. I was careless. Strange, what have you seen? First, there seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary. The usual gathering of ingredients and poisons from flora and fauna. Took notice of their venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in much greater numbers, as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what? Could be anything, really. Isn't if it meant the end of the blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps we can use the present preoccupation of spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nests where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Set them loose on the nest and we would have our opportunity to sneak into their encampments. Mischievous plan, I like it. With a bit of smoke, we should be able to subdue a few colonies large enough to secure the hives. Anything we might be able to use. Have smoke bombs at the outpost just over there. Then it is settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search for the beehives. Imagine the bees won't take too kindly to our visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. 2 will suffice, I should think. Well, he is in fact... Well, it's not a mood breaker. It's in fact just a mood. That's a flamingo. Waiting on that flamingo. I think you got it. Thank you. Cool. Smoke bombs. It definitely has an entirely different vibe than Stormblood, that's for sure. Like, I'm still kind of mixed on Shadowbringers for now. I'm very curious what my overall is going to be. I'm very curious. Not the bees! Anything but the bees! There's something about the fat cat music in this area that just kills me. It's kind of great. Well, I guess technically fatter cat, right? Something about it just kills me. It just fits. God, when you actually do rotation, the amount of damage is actually quite impressive. There we go. Return this other bubbling up for offering us thanks. Beehives thank her our 6 when acquiring. Wait, how did you fare? Here, take some bees. Imagining the Nicolas Cage bee scene now. More than enough children are certain to be displeased. Let's hurry before the bees begin to stir. Settlement is to the west place they call Woven Oath. According to the guard, there's an airway apart from the entrance for it tends the spider's nest. If it's our kind, that way will be clear. I'm at 80. Am I? Where's my Reaper at? 77. Okay, so I'm not quite there. I wonder when we'll get over there. Because it seems like we're just dealing with this side of the map. So that's probably going to be where the Lightwarden is. if I had to guess about this area personally. I like how this is just like worse Gridania, actually. This is kind of neat. Yeah, because we've done effectively worse Ul'dah, worse Limsa, and now worse Gridania. I'm waiting for worse Ishgard. What's that going to be? That's going to be neat, actually. It's kind of like mirroring a Rumborn and what it set up. Up there's an airway. Do you see it? Yes, that is very high off the ground. Yes. Bit far, so we should be able to toss the bag through. And we should probably loosen the ropes, keeping it closed. Then it falls up when it lands inside. May I do the honors? Here, take the bees. Should do it now. We wait. And what is that? Bzzz. Bees by the abyss. They're everywhere. Help someone. We have to save the spiders. It's like our plan is working. Still, not quite likely. Not all were drawn away from their posts. And it blows at the children. I'll stick to any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy your Stolas much more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Not the bees. It's appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Feeling you enjoy the idea of me loafing around port in the shadows. I'm now Thancred. The shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness now, if you're both ready. It is interesting seeing the former warriors of darkness and now party that we know, right? It's very interesting seeing the difference. I'm assuming we're gonna go up that way. Yeah, I can see it. Tomato. Orb, if you will. I don't like that. I don't like that noise. That was very spooky. Why didn't they aggro on me? Oh, I guess, yeah, like, guards not leaving their posts. Like, I get it. Just why they're not, like, leaving their posts. Not the wood bat! I can do it. I can do a double. Oh my god, I'm actually about to eat shit. I didn't pop any of the arcane shit. Wow, okay. Yeah, I went into that. Well, I'm also wearing like 70 gear to be fair. Oh my god, all the way to the Kristarum fucking course. Dingus. Okay. I'm just gonna go in as warrior. It's fine. Oh darn, it's just Gil. It's almost like I've been stockpiling Gil for, like, you know, reasons. Down Periscope. I have not know. I don't know. I was debating on it. I'm just like, God, I could just go in as warrior. Just not have to deal with shit. And in fact, don't have to deal with shit, as it turns out. Realistically, I could probably even go in as DK and be fine. My DK is what? 86. Yeah, no, it's just me not thinking. And that's me, like, thinking that I can pull larger than I can. Engage in tank mentality as physical DPS. Or to the sides? Yeah, apparently. No, that was rough. It's fine. I'm heading back there. I don't know. Like, Reaper makes sense. Like, it does. And, like, I can do it for, like, roulettes and dungeons and stuff. Everyday I don't know, like just going about. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't think it's my favorite. Which is, like, it's fine. Like, I get that Reaper is some people's favorite classes. I totally get it. Not my preferred. But then again, I'm also much more of a tank player. It is not very tank. Get used to it. Like, right, I get it. Like, well, keep in mind, like, I also am, like, level 70, so they're hitting, like, trucks. Well, level 77, right? But they're hitting, like, trucks who have 70 gear. Because I'm just like, I'll just wait till I'm 80 and then just buy, like, tombstone gear. It's fine. So I'm just, like, sitting here, just kind of scratching my head. Like, yeah, this is Ann class. That's a bug zapper. That's cool. Yeah, no, it's a neat class. I dig it. Once I get to 90, I'll be fine. Something about just walking in on Omega, just like this. I hate this. This is perfect. This is the shit post. A new stickly. It really isn't. I don't know. I'm not super edgy, but Kip, you literally like Obito and Sasuke from Naruto. Like, I get it. The irony is not lost on me. I assure you. It just doesn't quite do it for me. That's a name. Okay. Very similar to the other ones. Bond seeing suggests a chamber as chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near potential distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further in. Original design. It could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I've seen it a couple times. It could have been different. It could have been a lot more interesting. I have like almost access to my full kit as warrior. Yes, this is it. This is in fact the Kingdom Hearts tablet. Be a moment, keep watch at the entryway. Second thought, would you mind examining the murals on the walls while I look over this? That is in fact an thing. At a glance, can tell they're old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children. In fact, not like to come here a second time. Would behoove us to learn all that we can. Cheating going warrior. I mean, warrior is just cheating in general. It really is. Warrior is honestly just built different. Murals take us to the depict. I mean, like, I also have multiple 90 classes, so it's just one of those things I'm kind of sitting here like, Ronka. Oh, no. Very old, released at top of throne, attended by their subjects. Ancient warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what is crispy creature shadow. Other figures surrounded with the warrior rejoice at the victory. Oh, click on your Stola. Oh, this is gonna be great. Nothing gained from staring at my backside. Now please, oh my god, yes. Oh, it's too good. It's so good. Appears to be fairly old. A knight shields himself from the comrades for an encroaching darkness. Such figure is considerably faded. Awful. Rev, like, I didn't know this was a thing. This is great. Oh, I love little Easter eggs like that.
They seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this. There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it, slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was, but he had a good heart. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder.
Wow. Yeah.
Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
I do like
I have
my
everything I
warrior
need.
outfit.
Let us quit this place.
I think I'll have like one other thing I wanted to do for it, but I don't have access to it until like Endwalker. I think it's like Luna,
Is something the matter?
Luna Tender
We should
Sabatons, I
go.
think.
The others are waiting.
It's the big hat. The Newish Guardian hat collection is absolutely just next level. Yeah, Lunar Envoy legs, that's the one. Yeah, I think that's Tombstone, so I just need to clear Endwalker and I'm fine. I mean, I could realistically use a number of classes at 90. Doesn't have to be Warrior. I just enjoy Warrior the most right now. I think I need to finish deciphering the tablet. Tell me what murals could be any significance. Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, Ronkan Empire, and immediately before the Flood. Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime you could be the curator of antiquities. No, there's no bearing on the task at hand. Perhaps that knowledge may prove to be of use to us in the future. Let us hurry to Slither while the others are waiting. We return, the two of you should rest for a while. No doubt that Bernard will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything important, you'll be the first to know. So we're 74 right now. Like, we're off a level still from any trial or dungeon. Trying to figure out what the pacing on this area is, because we're going through this area pretty quick. Troy had woven oath. No sooner did you return than she locks herself away in her chambers without so much as a word. She knows how I were when she leaves that. Yeah, without telling me. She is safe, and that's all that matters. What a dude. Looking for such a journey, will you not sit there by the fire? The stew will soon be ready. Yeah, if it's Endwalker optional, like, I'll get to it eventually, especially if there's glam I want from it. I gotta go unlock all the dungeons and stuff. All the dungeons, all the trials. Oh, their lamps are different colors. These are pink, the others are blue. Doomsayer is of a blue lamp. Yes, gaze into the fire. Taking that. That's actually a really good shot for a thumbnail. Thank you, Steam Overlay, for being so efficient.
Strange.
The birds.
The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer.
He kind of reminds me of a Skyrim NPC. A little bit.
We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
All right, where's the Doomsayer cult? Where is the attack?
Games, why do you pretend you cannot see it?
Oh no. Mom and Dad are fighting. Well, Mom and Uncle are fighting. That's the one. Oh no, I've seen it, Raven. I've definitely come across that. That's wild that any of those are missing.
The fate of becoming a Lightwarden.
Uh-huh.
But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. She is not as she was in the Source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all.
No. You can't. Energy is neither created nor destroyed.
I fear it was absorbed, that she has been suffused with their light.
I thought that was the intention this whole time, was it not? Like, it doesn't negate it. Like, it's still there. Grats, we are now just powering up. We are.
I have given thought to this possibility. I dare not speak until more is known.
Most lost in the deep ocean. It's okay. The sharks will. The sharks and the orcas will militarize. That's the one.
To enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy.
Mm-hmm.
I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
That's the one.
Help! Someone help!
Damn.
The Umorans have come for us! We're under attack!
Alright, I'm gonna go beat some Umorans up. Oh boy, it's made my whole day. This beats damn. There was such good conversation too. Umorans had to show up. It's the Hank Hill. I'm gonna kick your arse. Censoring for YouTube, obviously. Alright, big boy, what's your secret? What is your... Where's Ranjit? The Exarch. Not taking that long, actually. Wow. Took him a hot minute. The Jester outfits, I hate it. Not bode well. Hey man, Bobby boy.
Lord Forthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say, how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
He's opening up very diplomatically. Gotta give it to him.
Disingenuous.
Oh, there it is.
Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin-eaters, and by all accounts, the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy.
Yeah.
And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers. So I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Lightwardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream. An exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war. and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion.
Okay.
They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god.
Okay.
I see their dreams fulfilled.
There it is.
Their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss.
What exactly is your transcendental strategy?
Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
Is Vothri a puppet? Like, is the Sin Eater there, like, the actual thing piloting Vothri?
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power.
That's the one.
But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding.
I could actually get behind that. I can get behind that statement.
This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now. And the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making? Or even 100?
The fact that someone gets to experience that paradise. To work towards it.
You underestimate them, Lord Forthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears.
Yeah.
These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains. And I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
See, there's the face.
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother?
Why do you even bother?
Fools, the lot of you. So naive. So painfully predictable. Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense.
Grats. You understand basic strategy.
Insurrection will not be tolerated.
But insurrection means that, or at least there's a lot to unpack with that you own everything. Okay, this is it.
The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception.
An image. A projection.
How did he? Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
I love this. On the Exarch, he could just be a projection. Like nothing concrete. I'm thinking he might be Ardbert. Maybe. Man is actually just Chin. Well, that is a declaration of war.
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you've come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands.
Let me at him. Put me in coach. Him and I got a score to settle. Come on.
By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
And that's why he said insurrection, because this is his hostile takeover of the entirety of the rest of the world.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
Yeah, they have.
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith.
Ah, there's your government-issued religion.
You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed.
Let me at him.
Little wonder the warrior of darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed Shadow at bay.
That's just bait. That's just bait to gaslight. That's to bait us out.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for woven oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Can we just take a second? Y'shtola has got to be burning up. She's wearing fur in a very humid climate, like a humid area.
Woven oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
There's the zealotry. How do you please put me in? Put me in, coach.
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore and dealt with as such.
He has pale eyes. Has he been taught? Is he been blighted by Sin Eaters? He doesn't have light in his eyes.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
He's not blind, no. It's not, because you're stolen him of different ways of looking at things. Show don't, exactly. And I love show don't tell. I absolutely love it. Guardwith hath afflicted with the most terrible and efficacious poison. We have attempted all manner of healing incantations. Last condition remains unchanged. Presently, we can but slow the poison in advance. To pray will force us to now find a cure. Prepare the young guard. Poison spread through his system long before he was brought here. At present, there's not we can do but ease his pain. Oof. Yeah, it was a, here, take this, but they knew the end result. It was too late. Don't blame yourself, my friends. All it can do is has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would have made little difference. Children employ countless poisons. Finding a suitable antidote is nigh impossible task. The rest of the blessed, how have they taken news of Yulmor's generous proposition? Anger and dismay, we cannot hope to oppose both them and the children. I considered a convocation at the Knights Blessed, but we might consider their ultimatum. I don't know how they will answer. Ratoya, I'm truly sorry. We cannot abandon our faith. There's no reason for you to suffer our decision. Work is not yet done. Still have time to flee. Flee? No, she's gonna fight. I am not want to run from my troubles. In fact, with Kip's arrival, I am minded to take the offensive. Yulmoran's presence here plainly stems from his desire to protect the Lightwarden. I say, seek it out and slay the creatures before they return. Were darkness fall over Ektik, they would have no choice to remain. Which is rather easier said than done, unless, of course, you finally decipher the tablet. I have, as a matter of fact, and with it, we can prepare everything we need to enter Ixmaha. Say we will need to act quickly, but believe it can be done. And deny our fate, one course lie before us. We slay the Lightwarden. How do you react? Being stateless gives them more freedom. Yeah. Yixmea, thank you. Good, I have the blessing in your capable hands, Renar. Very well. Let's see, there's no changing your mind, but all this dark, I swear to keep the blessed safe. According to the tablet we first must needs obtain, so used to identify the allies of Ronka in times past. Once should be waiting for us in the complex of the underwater ruins, not far from here. Smear us with these subaquatic excursions, do you not? You could say that. Beautiful task for you. Ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Usi Mekta. While you see that Mifune and I will remain here to help shore up these Slibbo's defenses. It would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, well, think about it this way. I mean, how do you go certain places when you have to be part of a internationally recognized, like, home state, right? Like, it becomes a little hard to do just even basic things if you don't have a country of origin or country that you reside in. That's part of the issue with, like, wanting to, oh, well, what if I just sail, you know, the ocean and, you know, just dock every now and again, right? Like, but you can't, okay, but where are you a citizen of? Like, where is going to recognize you? There's some of the we should seek should be stored in the chamber somewhere inside the ruins beneath the lake. However, the entrance is seemingly protected by a subtle locking mechanism rooted in the symbolism of Ronkan culture. The Ronkans sought to live in harmony with nature and considered certain animals to be sacred. Furthermore, the Pantheon was a snake, rated as the protector of the wood, arbiter of life and death. Below is where four others, each of equal rank, the Curl, Calibri, and Opo, and the Wolf, characterized bringing liberty, words, enlightenment, and harmony, respectively. To open the chamber containing the sealed tablet states, one must pay due difference to 3 of these beasts, placing one's palm on the monuments wrought in their image. Must be done in a specific sequence. There's correct. The order can be discerned from 3 commandments which may follow. Praise to the snake. Opo, rival thy kin. Betterment as a whole. As the wolf, move as one. Peace comes all seek harmony with their kin. Does the nod of the placement, size, or appearance of the monuments. Alas, hopefully all become clear once you reach the bottom of the lake, so go safely. God, I feel like this is gonna go super sus really quick. Get to you before I go. Exactly. Yeah, this assumes that you're still around, because there's actually a lot of profit in having somebody that doesn't belong anywhere and nobody can lay claim to. Not that it's necessarily right. I'm just saying, a lot of profit to be had there. Minion good. Nope, not minion. Oops. Mount good. No protection. Exactly. So there's a lot more to consider than just those things. I gotta be. Unless this is... Yeah, find the first statue in the ruins of Ronka. I guess... Wait a minute. I'm assuming I could probably just talk to her then, because that's a transport icon. I don't know. Sometimes it's mixed on the transport icon. Sometimes it does what I think it does. Other times it doesn't. That is a 2D texture. Yeah, snake, monkey, wolf. Okay. Mount. Oh god, come on. There we go. You have to actually enter the area proper to be able for it to recognize it. Well, there is an thing. Snake. So at when this would have taken place in the Ronkan Empire, right? When all this would have been above ground, above water, right? Like this is just, you know, a passing of time, right? I don't think it's, is it coral? I thought it was Oppo Oppo. There it is. Okay, so just poisoned you. It's not awful. Yeah, so is Opopo. Something else stirs in the lake. It's not a bad poison, but considering like the level we're at, that could be an incredibly toxic poison, but it's just not affecting us the same. This water would be really cold and kind of awful to deal with, actually. It's super murky. Wolf. Yep, chamber for the seals open. Mount. Constant farmer announcing citizenship, explain that if you don't already have another citizenship, how it is to ever go back. Right. Well, and that's like what renouncing, like, for example, even the US, right? Renouncing your US citizenship is such a huge deal. Suddenly you don't have things that you took for granted. Suddenly you just don't have those things. Like, I mean, okay, so like the fact that the option's available, right? Okay, cool. Like the fact that it's available makes sense. It's more than other places. However, it is a very life-changing decision. Real pedestal upon which rest medallion, you take them down and still inside your clothing. So, wait, what happened? Oh, okay, a typo. Yeah, it was an interesting meeting. To be fair, I ended up it's been a day, let's put it that way. Like, I really need to probably just rest the next 3 days. I'm just like, whenever I get like that copyright stuff, it just infuriates me to no end. And it's like, then you just take, it's the bureaucratic effect. Oh, now it's going to take 3 to 5 business days minimum, and then another 2 business weeks to get back you on that. And that's if we want to get back. It's like, no, like, if you can make the claim, you should be able to figure it. It upsets me. You find it. Here's your 1000 IQ wisdom of the day. Maybe it's finding my peace and all that. Just being like, yeah, that sucks. And being able to live with it. But at the same time, holding them accountable in ways that don't stress me out. Maybe that's the actual, like, 10,000 IQ play here. Valiant bears Alan Signy of the Empire. There can be no doubt this is the seal of Ronka. But Ronka's a little snake. Well done. Your preparations to enter. It's Maya and Ernest. I have so many of these stupid coffers. Hey, 75s. Bearing the seal, it should be possible to enter Maya unlisted by its guardians. That's you stole. Please stop using that statement. Please, that word specifically, please. We go through the Slither Bone from the others when you have recovered from your exertions. It's the caravan leading east out of the village. Emmett is a character. He is an character. And I'm very interested to see his further motives. Grow corn in your yard, become ungovernable. Grow sunflowers in your yard. Actually, just weeds. Sick tendencies because their parents didn't tell them no, and they can't put 2 brain cells together. Like, and I had to reach an age where, like, I could have been an absolute jerk. Absolutely. And I feel that I saved myself from a worse fate by just asking questions and just experiencing people that were not kind people. So I figure I saved myself from a, like, worse of 2 fates. Ren opened the gate for us but moments ago. Beyond lies Xmai and presumably the Lightwarden. Didn't take long for the Woods Protectors to find me when I last came here and expect to fall upon us as quickly as this time. We carry the seal. There's no reason for us to let down our guard. Let us seek out the Warden and put an end to this reign over these woods. Whenever he's in the room, I need to talk to him. Like, I think last time I missed him, like the first time I missed him, but he is definitely on my list of, like, people to talk to. We're gonna cheese this because I am starting to run the clock a little bit. Well, expect to be treated right, and yeah. As long as you're comfortable with who you are, that's really what matters. And are you making life work for other people? If you're not making life work for other people, cool. When reality hit, exactly. Like, I mean, you can, and there's an infinity of gray in choices, right? It turns into, like, look, who do you want to be as a person? Who can you justify? And even then, even if you're an a-hole, you can still be an agreeable a-hole, right? 100%. I do like the blue flowers. It's kind of cool. Arrows. That was a warning shot.
It would seem we have found them.
Banui.
You trespass upon sacred ground. Be gone!
Parry this. I mean, good strategy. You sure they aren't gonna care. Good dodge. Here, take a card, any card.
We mean you no harm.
Wait, what does policy say about this? What's standard operating procedure?
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
That's the one. Yep. The fact that she's fast enough to have after images. Also to rest and think.
Then perhaps there's yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right?
Malefic real. Yeah, exactly.
Follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us?
Yes. Okay, let them have their fun. They're not used to outsiders.
An opportunity to investigate Ixmaya. Fine.
Also 3 times. Forest Echo. Is that just a that's just a wood palm. I love it. Hell of a thing. Right. These tiny dragons. My god, the paths, they branch. How could they? It's kind of like the blue flowers are just kind of like roads. It's kind of cool, actually. I thought this said blue deer dog. And I was like, dog. Not just the deer stag. I don't even think you could sequence break this area. Because, like, you can't leave and go east, right? You can't do that. So is it what this has to be event flag locked, or else you completely just miss that, and you guess you just tune to the Aetheryte. Like, there's got to be something to prevent that. See, maybe I would have the seal if may confirm its authenticity. Straight to the point. I see very well. There's no mistaking the crest of the royal family. It is of the proper size and weight. It is plain that it is made from gold. The seal is indeed genuine. Banui. 2,000 years we have waited for this moment, and now you are finally here. I bid you welcome, allies of Ronka. I am Almet, chieftainess of Feno. Almet, her younger sister. Simon, a pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. Beg your pardon. The troubled times for my people, though I can but imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired after your journey. Come take your ease. The sass. I'd like to show you about the village, though I must warn you, it is a long way down to the forest floor, so watch your step. Gigak, oh my god. Wow. I swapped to Reaper, didn't I? Probably not. No, I did not. It's fine. This way, what is your name? It is I. It's a common name nowadays. How times change. Bittergrass, come. Let me watch. Let's watch your step. Reeds and light. I don't think so. I don't think it has anything to do with that specifically. I'm assuming these are invisible walls. Like, you can't jump over them. Assuming, because everything else in 14 is. Reap the results. I saw that pun. A+. Dude, I'm getting, like, Endor flashbacks is what I'm getting. Banui. As you have right to know what became of the Empire, my people's purpose here. We are descendants of the palace guard which served under the last emperor, and to this day we carry the duty of our forebears, the final decree of his eminence before Ronka's fall. For some of our people, the rock was made to thrive. Such knowledge must never be forgotten, nor may it be suffered to fall into the hands of the wicked. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Keep it secret, keep it safe. That's a reference. That's literally a reference. And I look to the coming of our allies. Unto them you shall bequeath our all, and thus the rock will live on. By his command, we have remained in the Raktika Brightwood, guardians of Ranka's ruins, and the wisdom held within. Hope that will not think question impertinent, but why did thy people's famed longevity perhaps play a part in the Emperor's decision to entrust his mission into thee and thine? There's one reason, yes. UVs would be easily live to see 3 of your elven lifetimes. We're also the fiercest fighters. There's none more fit than us to stand watch over the remains of Ranka. This is fair. Duty has grown even more perilous in the wake of the flood. Settlements such as this were once plentiful before light claimed dominion over the land, but now, I know, is all that remains. Our numbers dwindled year by year. For long, there was no one left to honor the Emperor's wishes. You believe we are the allies for whom you have waited? You have the seal, do you not? And 3 millennia, after 3 millennia waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Truth be told, I began to think you would never really come. Aww. Glad of your presence here in the Greatwood. Wisdom of Ranka is yours should you wish it. You need only ask. So we're looking for this thing. This Lightwarden. In search of the Lightwarden. My apologies that are not what makes it okay. Call any sightings of this creature. Not in these past 30 summers. 30, but that would mean how old are you exactly? 300. Young enough to remember. With age comes knowledge, then maybe one among us has seen or heard of the abomination you seek. We can speak with the other V's then. But of course, we should split up and inquire individually. If someone knows something, I'd hear of it while there's yet time to act. Okay, let me hit that etherite. Oh god, I hate it. The architecture. I both love and hate it. Very stubborn, glowy mushrooms growing up through the boards. I mean, I guess they are a source of light, to be fair. Of course they sleep in hammocks. Ugh. Final Fantasy ERPers. It's not that they exist. Oh. Lightwarden cannot say I've laid eyes on it. You to protect the ruins, nothing more we have a need to strike out in search of such a foe. I wonder if they're in the ruins. The mail viz here, it makes sense. Think about. Did they not? Oh yeah, because they keep rolling that stuff out bit by bit. That's so strange. Yeah, the Banuis will live forever. That is their secret. They just live forever. I'm on the right level. God, there you are. You were literally hiding behind that. Intention to probably voice care far. I noticed what you would ask me. Unfortunately, the answer is no. I've not seen a Lightwarden. I patrol the ruins permanent regularly, and if it were hiding nearby, I would know about it. Don't Gaming. Sorry I missed the follow. Thank you for the follow. I'm trying to catch up on chat. I'm also getting a little tired. You. An outsider, but how about the gods' house of the Empire? My sister's apologies for failing to note your arrival. It was the warden you wished to know about. Yes, my mother, may she rest in peace, told me once of its appearance in these woods. Before setting here in Finale, she lived in a village near Raktika Falls until it was destroyed by the Sin Eaters. On patrol one day, she spotted a swarm of abominations, one of which was different from the rest. Larger for one thing, but struck her was the way its fellows seemed to revere it. Against that she had was seen was the Lightwarden. The crows taught you something about the Lightwarden's possible whereabouts. Make architecture that makes sense. You know, this just proves, because I like things like Moria, Khazad-dûm, and I hate things like this, I'm just more and more not an elf. I'm in fact just an very tall dwarf. Give me the mines. Maybe? Lightwarden, I've not seen it, but I've witnessed horrors of the lesser eaters. They want to hunt in packs and carry off their victims rather than consuming them on the spot. Suspect the warden is a grotesque, corrupting thing, waiting patiently for its minions to bring its next meal. I'm just gonna super immortality with out infinity. Exactly. You're just at some point just a decrepit vegetable, and like you're just like, damn, this sucks. You can't even do fun things. You just have to like sit there for eternity and just rot. Well, you actually technically it depends. Like it depends on the like constraints of the immortality, because technically you would rot, because you know, aging. Very tall, leaf-loving dwarf. Yeah. Oh, that's some dwarf propaganda right there. Where is able to provide what I could not. Different villages during hunts and festivals. I guess that's fair. Near Actica Falls. Why was I not told of this? I guess you. Now why it has ever been spotted on, why now it has never been spotted on patrols. Never heard of this Raktika Falls, but I can assume it lies deep within the woods of Ixmaya, so a ton of which leads there collapsed after a rather bloody battle with the Eaters and has not been passable for many years. Several attempts to clear the rubble, but each time were driven back in the end. We were forced to give it up as lost. Thereby making it a suitable place for the warden to make sanctuary. There is perhaps one way to enter, though. It would be great peril to you and your companions. The Kitana Revel, a temple to the northeast, has been sealed for centuries, but within is a path that leads to the falls. Can it be opened? The allies of Ranka, it can. First, we must go to the Kumul Astropolis. Once the flow magic is restored there, path through the Kitana Revel can be opened. Not a simple task, but there are certain obstacles which prevent us from attending it to it ourselves. We know not how to overcome them. We're never granted our forebears leave to look upon the secrets we are charged with protecting, that we may not be tempted, and it means to do so without, it means to do so withheld from us. We can but show either way, the rest will be up to you. Seem we have our work cut out for us then, shall we? Existing forever, yeah. You're just an Ascian without a body. Do about it then. Your wish is my duty to escort you. When we attend the matters in Kamalstropolis, I would ask that your sisters accompany Urianger and Thancred, share with them all they can of these woods. When we have every intention of investigating Raktika Falls, if possible, the Lightwarden dwells elsewhere. With that in mind, it would behoove us to be prepared for an alternative course of action. See when I leave them to you. Did our present course prove false? Not that Thancred and I shall find any and all possible paths forward. I'm already getting the next armor set. Feel or conscious, you can feel everything. Probably the first. That's a really hard one. I think that's subjective. It lies at the heart of Kamalstropolis. Unfortunately, which was sealed shut by order of His Eminence. If we were to open it, we must first look at the morning stars. Follow me and show you the way. Suit up. Yeah, okay, there's invisible walls here. Yeah, they had to have put those there because the amount of people that would just fall. Let me get this armor keep really quick. Bird. Mounts. Banui. That's a big dino. Oh, that's a hunt. That's a big hunt. Okay. Cracked Ronkin Thorn. Okay. There's some lore bits here, definitely. It looks up at my tall bird. Able to keep it, I see. Well done. Ahead of the morning stars. Where mine is built in tribute to the Guardians of Raktika. Beyond them is the Great Pyramid of Uxnar, where the flow of magic must be restored. It's said that the monuments themselves key to opening the pyramid. No, not how. This is for you to discover. Another puzzle. Wonderful. I'll have a closer look. Or 11 seconds? That's a good question. Is that the boss from hit game Genshin Impact? That's the Steve Minecraft? It's indeed another puzzle, but her blessing appears to be similar to the one we encountered at the lake. That's just depictions of the divine beasts mentioned in the tablet. No doubt they will open the way into the pyramid in this manner. We have to discern the correct order. Let's split up and search the area for clues. The runes are covered in ancient inscriptions. The answer may well be hiding among them. Indeed, maybe best to transcribe them if they are numerous, as you say, but that and to risk overlooking something. Though the inscription would prove impractical for you, not being versed in Ronkin script, no matter, you will employ a different approach. Impressions. I thought to use these clay tablets to record any significant imagery we discover, but they will serve you just as well. Take impressions of any inscriptions you find. Start at the base of the pyramids, begin at the top. You have finished returning, I will translate your findings. Yeah, this makes sense. I just thought that was Duraludon for a second. Okay, so where... I have to get up there. Let's start from the outside, rather than just walk in circles. I'm planning on doing it. I'm not sure, honestly. I think I'm hitting the ahead anyways, because the time I'm supposed to be getting off fairly soon. But we got a bunch done today. We got less than I would have liked, but we got a bunch done. I need to be, well, honest, the other thing is I need to be able to actually, yeah, there's stairs. I should be able to climb those, right? That's the other thing, is I'm yeah, there we go. Okay. As I'm going to just kind of see how far this goes. But any next duty, probably not, honestly. Am I not able to do this? No. Okay. Okay. I get like a wide angle view of like everything around here. I'm just confused because it's saying go up. There's something that's reasonably sized so I can gauge hitboxes and stuff if I have to do jumping. No, so it's not there. That's so strange. Okay. Yeah, base of the pyramid can go up, but there's nothing at the base. Do have stairs. Yeah. Like, I'll try this one. The other one didn't work. See, there's one. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Question of the writing on the monument. Yeah, so they're on top. Yeah, okay, I had it right. That's weird. Maybe I have to do it from the other side, potentially. No, 'cause there's no stairs on this side. No, I had it right. Weird. Because it felt like I was hitting a ceiling. Expect from watching this physically hurt me. I mean, they're just awful, genuinely, honestly. And then maybe that's what's giving YouTube kind of a freak out panic attack right now, is because, oh, content. And so maybe I'll just have to more heavily like edit it or something. Maybe I'll just have to like, I don't know, be like super clean about it. I mean, people are allowed to be idiots, unfortunately. And if they're going to be idiots, I mean, there's only so many things that you can do to prevent it. If they're just going to be idiots, they're going to be idiots, and you just educate people why you don't do certain things. Can be tricky. It was mostly that, like, it's one of those wasn't taking. It was probably just the angle I was at. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I had the right idea. I had the right idea followed by like just an unfortunate like how do you word it? An unfortunate case of just jumping. So it threw me off the puzzle. Amazing. Just vibrate down the stairs. I mean, we're hitting near like the next story arc is going to be ending. Like I don't have like an hour, if that makes sense, to get to the next whatever is going to be trial or whatever. This also puts me out through, like, I think the entirety of July, somewhere in that range, like something ridiculous, which I need to get some other stuff going. So that's incentive this week, to just do other things. Jump IRL. I mean, not very high. Reaper. That was a bad area to change. God, it wasn't looking at me. No, go for it. Do the things. No, I'm not going to be doing any sort of anything duty intensive. You can see the clay tablets here. Take your tablets. It took me way too long to collect. Monument, I can decipher, or a moment while I decipher what you found. You tackle them up taken for less than that. Exactly, 100%. And that's why we need to be like pushing education. Apologies for the delay. Nothing we saw at the base of the pyramids gave anything to the solution of the puzzle. Focusing instead on how to proceed. Having solved it, your findings all, on the other hand, appear to form a riddle. Once assembled, it reads as follows. Come together, share despair. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call. Avert thy gaze, forever fall. Assume that the puzzle would involve a sequence, but from what element and I were able to gather, it is but a matter of one of the statues with ether. And then there's symbols. Question being, which one? Have you any thoughts? Great Serpent side quest. Also, I found a sweater you might like. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna have to start that at some point. But, give me your talent for finding solutions to vexatious problems. I think it's best that you choose a statue. What say you? Right then, after you selected a statue, imbue it with the required ether. Should it prove a trap be more than capable of warding off any malign magic it may contain, and what statue may it be. So what is the riddle one more time? Written here. Go the share despair. Brown. Oh, come on. Serpent statue. So what comes together? Okay. Cats. Wolf. Monkey. Because each of these are pertain to an animal. Yeah, they're share despair. Birth thy gaze. I feel that's... God, what is that? That's... The one... Okay, so come together. It's gotta be... Wolf, maybe? Let me think. Share despair. I'm gonna go with wolf. We're gonna see if that's true. Back then, money chat, exactly. I mean, you could... Nope, that's the one. Okay, so it's not... So wolf isn't first. Come together. Share and despair. What the... I don't really want to, like, look it up. Because I don't feel like I should. Yeah, share despair. Walk thy crown. Eat its call. We're gonna go this way. Okay, so there might be something on here. Facing away from the coral statue. Serpent's facing away. Facing away from the serpent. Okay. So serpent and coral are facing away. Towards the woods. Pyramid. Towards the wolf. Towards the Oppo. Yeah, so if it's facing towards... Gotta be Oppo then if it's not wolf, right? Big plush tail. You know, I mean, if enough people were gonna buy it, I guess. I mean, I don't know what other dragon's tails you have on the market. Okay, let's try that. Oh boy, Kippin puzzles. Again. The crown. I don't know, man. Like, God, come together, share and despair. Like, oh God. I know this isn't supposed to be hard. It's not. So that's, they're facing away from each other. So it can't be those. Despair. So if it's not wolf, it's not Oppo. Where's the colibri? Towards the woods. Don't colibris have like crowns or crests? Yeah, because they're birds. That's it's a parrot, effectively. I'm assuming owl at that point, then. Okay, let's try owl. Because pyramid come together at the pyramid, right? So it's probably owl colibri. Try it again. Oh my god, chat, please. Okay, yeah, owl, because you come to the pyramid. It's okay. I only bopped you like, what, 3 times? The thumbs up. It's so good. Reaper. Oh, I guess all of them were... Okay, weird. Maybe? I thought I'd have to do 4 more. Someone approaches. Sister, sister. Yes. What are you doing here? What has happened? More soldiers, they have entered Ixmaya. You're more soldiers than what of the blessed. Nothing specific. It seems the Yulmorans had little interest in Slitherbauer or its people. According to our scouts, their general and his men made all haste for the gate of Ixmaya upon finding it. Together with Thancred, Ulmet and some others have engaged them at the border. Return and assist Ulmet at once. They are not set foot near the ruins of Fenau. You will see to matters here. And return as quickly as we can. Understood? Yes, be careful. Each part, right? No, which makes sense, especially because it has a crown. Time was short, did not expect the Yulmorans to move so swiftly. I was also thinking it was going to be you have to choose 4 statues out of 6 in sequence, is what I was also thinking. So I had to completely... I had like the wrong like solution to the problem, even going in. Hey, I'll take that level up. I was against us, run quickly into the pyramid. That was in fact Anne cracked Ronkin doll. Not the wood bat. There's got to be an endpoint pretty quickly, or at least a break in the story or the action. Yeah, because we can't go... Looks like we can't go east here. We have to go through the pyramid. Kind of cool. These look like chew jellies. A little bit. That's a bird. That is actually an bird. Okay, fair enough. For once it was actually a bird on stream. Nah, sometimes I just miss like super like obvious stuff. This is just who I am. It's neat. Bird. Mob is passive. I'm still going in above level. Professional of Tupasa the Elder. Neat. Reaper. I also just really enjoy my warrior glam. Banui. If it has cacos in the shell, I believe it. Oh god, okay. Ugh. Be through these doors in Confessional of Tupasa the Elder, but why is it not open? Magic appears to be flowing through the walls, but it's been obstructed as it approaches the door. It's not strange that only one of these pedestals bears an owl statue. Bird. I have to go find the missing link, if you will. Get him. Strange indeed, the second statue is likely intended to keep the door sealed. Cover more ground if we split up. Alright, take the chamber to the south, east. There's the chamber to the west. It is an interesting, it's an interesting locale. Look at that. Bird. I'm not gonna risk it. Not this late in the stream. Birds just stare at each other and converse. Owl statuette. Oh no. Wrong formula, right answer, right? You're just like, look, I'll take it. Where's the mob? No? No mob? Okay. Drop sequence, maybe? I've looked over and wait, is that do be a bird statue? Small. Statue, you found it. It looks light enough. We need to return it to the other altar, no? Might assume so, but nothing in these ruins has ever been quite so simple. Since the strange energy emanating from the eyes of the statue and the card is this place. Should this figure be moved, it will not surprise me for them to suddenly stir to life. Trap then for the unsuspecting as they attempt to return it to its rightful place. Lastly, caution would serve us well here. So I would ask you to deliver the statue to the main chamber. An abundance of magic yet courses through these walls, for mine eyes distractingly so. I believe yours, on the other hand, more aptly perceive the traps for what they are. Alright then, we will meet you at the door to the expressional two pasta of the Elder. Deliver the owl statue to the altar entrance. Okay, sure. 2 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location beyond it. They're really liking their time segments of attacks from enemies, which will sap your strength. Okay. Cool. RE5 segment. And of course, we don't have any, we do not have any, what do you call it? Run button. Yeah, so the eyes are glowing and okay, that makes sense. Yeah, just avoid the eyes. Makes sense. Okay, so now we have to go here, we have to go around. I'm assuming it's some sort of stun. Done. Avoid the gaze, yeah. That's why I'm like, hey, the eyes are glowing. Let's not do that. Successfully deliver the statue to the altar. Statues are returned, but was that enough? I believe it was. I can see the tear flowing to the door now. Door. It teleports back. That's wild. Pray this means an end to tricks and traps. I mean, it's just floor masters like from Zelda, right? Traps of these ruins. Well done. Get that free EXP. Maybe. The dude's literally in the way. There we go. One step from entering the Katana Revel, but we must warn you, this last step is without questioning the most perilous. Overcome the final trial and the path forward will be open to you. Path laden with more puzzles and traps. I'm sure the Emperor always takes such pleasure in wasting the time of his allies. Let's end this. Time is yet on our side. Over enter, I would tell you the trial that awaits your chamber said to be filled with all manner of devices to keep trespasses away from the switch. Most potent of words being displaced, they will force you into danger. Should we become separated, please use these. Whisper weeds. They will allow us to communicate no matter where we may find ourselves. I can work out how to use these well enough, thank you. Alright, the sooner we finish, the sooner we can return to the others. Sure. Gain any ground. Okay, how is this going to go south? Don't get spotted by the sentinels. Got it. Map's not going to help me here. Maybe? They get to cheat. Why not me? I love that this is a buff in event. Temple understood. Somehow made it past me, no doubt, on their way here. Oh, please tell me this is going to be what we should get to show what happens. One more reason we should hurry then. Somehow different from before. Yeah, these ones are on set paths. Sentinels ignore the hot ones. That was like an Xbox Live level burn. I applaud that. Holy crap. I wonder if you can, like, Shinobi Ninja hide, like Thief hide through all of this. It wouldn't surprise me. Joke's on you, I've done Deku Palace way too many times in Majora's Mask. Labex, if you get spotted, you get stacking debuff that counts down. If you get a full stack, you instant die. Yeah, I figured it'd be some form of death in some capacity. Massive mate. Look at that. Their attention with a glamour. Oh no. You can ninja vanish. I'm assuming you shouldn't be able to cheese it. They are massive. That was actually quite clever, actually. Untie the Gordian knot. This should end well. I haven't tried though. I mean, I could swap. Well, I can't swap in mid-duty. I mean, it worked for the Stormblood segment, so it's not entirely impossible that it would work or wouldn't work. Made by incorrectly mixing things. Oh, that's rough. On the floor, I think that there show us the way out. Oh, it's just Pokemon. Man, it's just Rocket Hideout all over again. Back to the entrance. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess it's the gold one. 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just Rocket Hideout. Stormblood segment didn't have magical constructs chasing you. Yes, you're correct. That bodes well. Yeah, like that. Really? Where's the boulder? Where's the boulder? Yep, there it is. Can I punch the boulder? Hey, can I Chris Redfield punch the boulder, please? I would love to run. Can't actually run. SMH. My god. We're just playing Dark Souls 2. I knew it. Ow! Really? Down for the count. I can't even use Equilibrium. Oh my god, I was thinking I could cheese this. That actually kind of hurt. So far, it's been right, left, right, left. They'll probably throw a curveball. All right, I'm jumping. Yeet! How did the boulders not follow us down here? What is happening? I'm afraid it's not much further. You approaching me, exactly. Where's the temple? I fear they are too fast for us. What units are they using? The traps inside were nearly there. Anyone to outpace the V's? What is the man who comes out? Is that actually what's his face? Ranjit? That might actually be Ranjit because like that's fast. Yeah, it's kind of Elden Ring-ish. Yeah. Hildebrand the Boulder will get punched. God, Hildebrand unfortunately got skipped this expansion. Man, that'd be wild though. Oh, another door, wonderful. I can't imagine what awaits us inside. Hallway. Hey, Ranjit, how's it going? Oh.
Away with you!
Time for diplomacy.
Be gone!
This ends now!
Here I come! No holding back!
Three, 4, 5, storm. Actually, just aggressive negotiations. I even brought the right class along this time. Joke's on you, we're 2 damage sponges. we're gonna talk about this in the next 15 minutes. In fact, you guys are actively losing in this. The limit break, though. The home gang. Must touch shiny orb. The shiniest of orbs. Mine.
It seems to be working.
Kind of expected it. Yeah, we did. Dude actually just kicked three badass Vieira. Okay. Yeah, he has pale eyes. Let's go. I'm ready. You fled last time.
I think not.
Is Xenos 2.0? She gonna hit again? You might want to move out of the way.
General, hold on!
Nice. What a Chad. Remember, he didn't touch the floor. Is he gonna let him die? No, he survived. That do be a hole.
Expertly done.
When your enemy you're pursuing has just the chance to just sass you for being an idiot.
That would happen? It looked like any other part of the floor.
You dingus. Push him in. Just push him. Please. Just end it.
Might now be an opportune time to strike a bargain?
I'm gonna kick you into that floor.
We poisoned a number of villages in Slitherbow with a toxin brewed for us by the children.
Ah, war crimes.
This is the antidote.
Uh-huh.
I dare say you know how potent their concoctions are, and the futility of trying to counteract their effects.
I love that Ranjit is just standing there while this happens.
Now. Try anything here, and we're all likely to fall. Eventually, someone will come to our rescue. Or yours. Promise us safe passage, and we'll give you the antidote. Do we have a deal?
Could be a ruse, too. But they really don't have a choice. Like that Ranjit's just sitting there.
We do not negotiate with the enemy. The villagers' lives are forfeit, as is yours.
Yep, that's the one. Spartan kick.
General?
Yeah, she's gonna grab it. It's okay, we'll see her wherever this leads. What a Chad. Fine.
Do not fail.
TP? TP? Nah, they'll live. They'll survive. Nice, cushy landing. Or that was a warp.
How noble and pointless.
I will actually just throw you into this well myself. The fact that you haven't attacked me is actually quite interesting. Sus.
Is everyone all right?
And Philly, what are you doing here? Please don't.
What in the...
Oriage! At once. Down with you!
Nice. Good shot.
Where is Y'shtola?
Kenny needs to rescue, yeah. Classic rescue strat. Thankfully, Ranji's guard, it's a good sense to fall back. Loma should be here soon with a word from Quino. We should hold our position until she arrives. Well, and with that, that is probably the best we're going to do right now, because at that point, we're entering a complete another arc at this point in time. But it's been a really good one. It's been a really good stream to kind of just chill. Been a stream to get through a bunch more Shadowbringers. Even though I'm, you know, more caught up on Shadowbringers at this point. We'll see what else I do in terms of odds, because I gotta do something different. I gotta branch out. I'm out through like July on these. It's wild. This was about the correct place to stop. So thank you everybody for coming on. I definitely do appreciate it. I need to just do something. I have to like do something to relax the next 2-3 days, because wanted to relax today, but we're gonna see how that goes. So thank you everybody. I don't know when this will be out necessarily. I think this is sometime in July. Most likely I'll probably be like Endwalker at this point in time, like when you actually see it, or post Endwalker. We'll see. So thank you everybody for coming out.